Hello everyone, Paul here from Fixing Foundations. Today we will be talking about which numbers can be evenly divided by 11, which is the same thing as saying which numbers can be divided by 11 without leaving a remainder or a decimal. And the process that we would use to determine this would be we would first combine all of the digits within said number by alternating between subtraction and addition, and then we would check to see if the result from this process is a multiple of 11. Keep in mind that this would also include 0. And if you're a little confused, don't worry, we are going to go through this process right now. So, let's say we had something like 33 and we wanted to see if 11 could easily divide into this. Well, two-digit numbers are very easy. You basically just would subtract the two numbers. So you do 3 minus 3. This is going to give you 0, and this would be considered a multiple of 11. So this would check out, and we would get 3 as our answer because 11 times 3 equals 33. Any number with two digits like this, if they have the same digit, then it can be evenly divided by 11. This would also apply to something like 77, right? Because 7 minus 7 would equal 0. We know that 11 could evenly divide into this, and 77 divided by 11 would equal 7, because 7 times 11 equals 77. However, what if we had something larger? What if we had a number like 5,379? Could we evenly divide 11 into this? Well, we'll go through with the process we talked about before. So we'll take these digits and we'll combine them in the method that I discussed before. So we start with 5, then we would subtract 3, then we would add 7, and then we would subtract 9. And we would find out what we would get after carrying out this process. So first we'll look at 5 minus 3. This would give us 2. We do plus 7 minus 9. 2 plus 7 equals 9, and then 9 minus 9 equals 0. And again, 0 is a multiple of 11. So we know that 11 can evenly divide into 5,379. So let's try that. We'll do the long division. So we put 11 over here, we put 5,379 over here. I'm just going to erase the comma, we don't really need it. 11 can go into 53 4 times. Well, it can't go into 5, so I'm just going to leave a 0 here, and it goes into 53 4 times. And 4 times 11 equals 44. We subtract this. 53 minus 44. This is going to give us 9. We drop this 7. 11 can go into 97 8 times. And 8 times 11 equals 88. 97 subtracted by 88 is going to equal, let's see, I think it's going to be 9. Because this is going to give you 9, because you have to take 1 from here. Yeah, so it's going to give you 9. And then we drop down to 9. And then 11 can go into 99 9 times. 9 times 11 equals 99, so this cancels. And then our final answer is 489. What if we had something like this? What if we had, say, 4,035? could we evenly divide 11 into this? Well, let's give it the test. So we start with 4, we would subtract 0, we would add 3, and then we would subtract 5. 4 minus 0 equals 4. And then we put plus 3 minus 5. 4 plus 3 equals 7, and 7 minus 5 equals 2. And 2 is not a multiple of 11, and therefore we know that we could not evenly divide 11 into 4,035. I'll end this with one more example. Let's say we had 10,615. Could we evenly divide 11 into this? Well, let's find out. So we'll do the same process. I'm going to just erase what I had written over here. And then we'll check. So we would start with 1, we would subtract 0, we would add 6, then subtract 1, and then we would add 5. 1 minus 0 equals 1. Let's just bring the rest over here. 1 plus 6 equals 7. 7 minus 1 equals 6, and then 6 plus 5 equals 11, and 11 is a multiple of 11. And therefore we know that 10,615 can, in fact, be evenly divided by 11. So now we can do the long division. So I'll put 11 here, I'll put 10,615 over here. 11 can't go into 1 and it can't go into 10, but it can go into 106. And it can go into 106 9 times. And 9 times 11 equals 99. And we subtract that from this. This is going to give us 7. We need to take 1 from here. Well, we would have to take a 1 from 0, but then we'd have to take a 1 from here. That would give us 9, and then 9 minus 9 equals 0. So now we cannot put 11. We cannot put 11 into 7. So we drop down this 1. Actually, I made a mistake. We're going to have to drop down the 1 anyway. My mistake. So 11 can go into 71. How many times? Go into it 6 times. And 6 times 11 equals 66. And then we subtract. We get, let's see, this is going to give us 5. Yeah, we get 5. And then we drop down the 5. And then 11 can go into 55 5 times. And 5 times 11 equals 55. These cancel. And then 965 is our final answer. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you learned something, please leave the video a like. If you would like to see more tutorials related to mathematics, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you are looking for online tutoring, check out the description of this video. You may find something helpful.